Right, again, there we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RSF1 season number... I blanked myself. Season 4, Division 1, Round 6, here at the Circuit de Catalunya here in Spain, home of the Spanish Grand Prix. And tonight it's going to be a fun race, I presume. Tonight it is your streamer LR Blazerguns and commentator, and in my co-coms with me today it is RSF1 Hippo. How you doing, bud?
I'm really good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Now, of course, Circuit de Catalunya has its ups and downs through the years. It rains, it doesn't rain, it's mixed conditions, safety cars, virtual safety cars, anything can happen. But you raced around here yesterday, Hippo. Give us a rundown of what to expect, what we could be expecting tonight as well.
Well, I think the pace gap will be quite a lot bigger than other tracks. I think it's very technical, so lots of chances for error, lots of places to gain time. I think in order to make an overtake round here, it's going to take a very good run, very brave. Be good to respect, hopefully.
Yes, definitely will be a good race to spectate. As we're about to get ready for qualifying, which is about to start now, so would you like to take us down the constructors first and then the drivers second, please, on the standings?
So going from 10th to 1st, in 10th we have Mercedes on 3 points, McLaren on 10 points. 8th, double McLaren's points, is Renault on 20. Then ahead of them, we have Ferrari and Racing Point, 2 points apart, with Ferrari on 27, Racing Point on 29. In P5, we have the Haas team on 43 points. And ahead of them, we have Williams on 59. In P3, Alfa Romeo team on 71 points. In the top 2, the Honda power engine cars. There's Red Bull on 110. Complete win behind AlphaTauri on 135 points. 25-point lead AlphaTauri minute, so they'll be looking to keep their advantage, hopefully extend it.
Yes, hopefully, and so at the moment the constructors are still kind of close there.
Yeah, looks like 2 teams are leading the charge, but so early in the season that lots can still happen.
Yes, definitely. Would you like to take us through the drivers?
Oh. So we have 3 drivers yet to score. There's a Ferrari of no shows, McLaren of RSF1 Vettel, and the Alfa Romeo of RF1S Michael. I don't know why he has to do it that way, it's a bit awkward. On 1 point, we have the Mercedes of Adam. There's 3 cars on 2 points. Renault Atomic Brezina, Mercedes RSF1 Manson, and the Red Bull of Unity Hush. Considering Red Bull were second in the standings, Unity Hush on 2 points. Still in there. Then on 9 points, we have the Racing Point of O'Hardy. On 10 points, we have the McLaren of Vettel S0728. In the Renault, on 12 points, is RSF1 Karoo. Drivers on 15 points. The Haas of Joe Pilkey. The Williams of Aldaf. Ahead of them is Pilkey's teammate in the Haas, Sink Diggles. Then Kid Cuddy in the Racing Point on 20 points. Nat Dog in the Ferrari on 27. And top 5, Mr. Pigeon Munch on 43 in his AlphaTauri. Only 1 point behind RSF1 Lando, team principal Williams. Top 3 consists of Corey Marshall in the Alfa Romeo on 67 points. RSF1 Easton, the Alfa Tauri on 92. He'll be wanting to win his second season in a row. But at the minute, the person taking the lead is got a little bit of a gap to Easton, and that is Midsi on 108 points.
Alright, thank you with that. As we've seen, drivers are now on that as we saw. Unfortunately, RSF Vettel looks like he couldn't make it today, so he has been replaced by Brad SR in the McLaren, so it's not Vettel and Vettel for tonight. Where is Sink Diggles? That is a good question. I don't know. Possibly he's unavailable tonight. I don't know what's happened. We did see Brad's SR out on track on mediums, then came back out and put on another pair of softs. No short has been validated, so we're on board with Mr. RF1S Michael in the Alfa Romeo. As he goes round to settle out, it's just coming towards the final corners now. As we're seeing. The game is broken. Is that why you can't make it tonight? RSF from Mr. Vettel. It install, but when opening it says I need to install it. So you got that kind of buggy bit. Yeah, I know that feeling. Right. So Michael sets the fastest lap of the session so far with 13 minutes. As we're 13 minutes in Q1 here with a 1:15.4. As we ride on board with Nat Dog there. Let's see what that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around about 10, 8, 10, 9. He lost the rear end. Totally mistaken there, but he managed to get away with it. And here comes No Shows crossing the line, and that is a 1:16.01 from the Ferrari driver. A couple drivers are out on laps as we go on board with Brad Saar as he goes round turn 4, where it all happened where for Mercedes with Hamilton and Rosberg with their big crash. Now going through turn 5 in towards the Little King of 6, now in towards 7 and 8. Well held there, definitely there from Brad Saar, nearly losing the rear end.
To back out. Oh, invalidated as well.
Yeah. So we ride on board.
Mansell, I believe. Unless No Shorts is on that.
Mansell at 9. Yeah, Mansell at 9. Turn 5. Going through the Little King 6 now in towards turn 7 and 8. It does cause a lot of problems around here. You can easily lose the rear end at that corner. Now into 9. You want to take a perfect line there. You don't want to run it too wide, or you go straight into that gravel trap and lose the rear end there and go straight into the barrier. Quite a few drivers over the years have experienced that. Now in towards turn 10, 11, now into 12. Taking it nice and carefully now into 13, 14, 13 and 14, and then the final right hander of turn 15. As he crosses the line, Mansell goes with the fastest lap of the session now with a 1:14.8. Also, we actually got a new driver in the racing point. Postilad is in the racing point on the lap at this moment of time. Just going through turn number 10 now. Looking good for the racing point driver. Oh. But then invalidates him. If we're gonna go again. Or is he not? Nope. Into the pits.
Aldaf, I believe, will be next to set a lap on.
Mr. Aldaf in the Williams. Yep. Let's just come through turn 9 now. Keeping it nice and tidy. So, now on the final corner goes Aldaf. As he opens the DRS, crosses the line. He goes second with a 1:14.9.
A tenth slower than Mansell.
Mr. Pigeonmunch is the next driver to set a lap. He's just going around the final corner now.
Oh no, Legends.
The Legends with a 1:16.8, and then Mr. Pigeonmunch with a 1:15.2. Unity Hush goes 7th fastest with a 1:16.3. As Mansell has retired, and he's put it into the wall. Getting on board with Mr. Eaton. You can just see there of the Mercedes at the inside barrier there. Big hit from him. Getting on board with Missy. Hopefully we get to see a better view from Missy's. Yeah, there it is. Just flies past the broken down Mercedes. So it looks like not looking good for Mansell. He was quickest of the session as well. So it looks like he was kind of pushing a bit too hard there, possibly on his end lap, and all of a sudden lost the rear end. And there goes Mitzi after having 3 consecutive wins. He sticks his car in the first place position in Q1 at the moment with 7.5 minutes to go. The 1:14.7. Oh, it's Easton's in the wall.
Oh,
I just noticed that. That is at turn 4.
he's got to let these cars past.
Easton on his lap was into the wall. That is definitely front wing damage for the AlphaTauri driver. Well, actually, maybe not. He got away with it.
Oh, very lucky there.
Yeah. But here comes Corey Marshall.
Oh, very
And
close.
look at that. It's 14.743 from Corey Marshall. Puts him into the second quickest and only just slower than Mitzi. Whoa.
Lots of cars come through the last sector now, so we might see a couple more laps getting set.
Yep. Oh, there'll possibly be drivers coming into the pits. Next driver to set a lap will be
Renault.
Vettel SF71H. Is that the Renault? That, oh, yeah, that is, of IGN Legends.
Mitzi's called it.
Missy, yep, Missy called it. He comes back into the pits and retires. He knows that's definitely safe enough to make it into Q2. Now, on board with the proprietor car of Vettel SF71H in the McLaren. Crosses the line, and it is a 52.
Lando's just gone third there with a 14.8. Very good, Vettel, very good.
Very good, very good. Yep, Vettel in the chat there saying because Easton lost it, the official Spinella commits giving a 10 out of 10 for Easton's spin there on this previous lap. Oh!
I believe no shoulders on a lap. I'm not too sure. Yeah, has his ERS turned up?
Yeah.
So I think he is.
He's on a lap. Easton invalidates his lap again. Now there's a bit of a gravel there from the Ferrari driver, but still keeps it in limits. Vettel committee! Well, the Spinella committee. So here comes No Shows on this lap, coming around that 5k before you get put down into the pits.
Ethan's gonna need to go out, maybe on a new set of tyres then. We'll see what he does. Joe Pilkey's on a lap here, a minute yet to set a time.
Yep. So on board with Joe Pilkey. Posty Lad's just ahead of him, about to start his lap. So here comes Joe Pilkey in the house. Got his fifth fastest with a 1:15.2. Now we ride on board with Mr. Posty Lad in the racing point to see if we could actually manage to set a lap now. As he goes through turn 4. And now into turn 5, taking a gear 2, now short shift back up to 3rd, now through the little kink of 6, now in towards 7 and 8, you've got to be careful on the power not to lose the rear end, now in towards the flat out, turn 9, you can take it flat out or well, risk it, taking flat out or just have a little lift, now in towards turn 10, the sharp left-hander, which possibly could be removed in the next season. And towards 11 and 12 was taken nicely there into 13, 14 and 15. Nice, beautifully cut there in towards 16. About to cross the line. Here comes Posty Lad. Goes 12 fastest with a 1:15.7. And I have just, sorry, but I just had to quickly pause it. Just lost my co-coms there. Don't know what happened there, just quickly getting back. See who's on the lap. Nobody on the lap at the moment. RSF1 surprisingly gone 3rd fastest with their 3-lap-old soft tyres with a 1:14.8 there. Back.
But while you look at Vettel's on third fastest.
Yep, I already covered that.
Yeah, he did a little incident without that, but we got no damage.
So we ride on board with No Shows, who's just started his lap in the Ferrari car. Breaking in towards turn 1, taking down to 4th, now in towards 5th as he goes through the left-hand of turn 2. Short shift into 6th, and then flicking it to the right, flat out through turn 3. Now up to 7th, 8th gear. Breaking in towards turn 4, the magnificent Hamilton and Rosberg crash corner. Now taking it nice and carefully, now in towards turn 5. Short shift up into 3rd at the exit now. The little king of 6, now in towards 7 and 8, a little twitch but managed to keep it all together. Now in towards 9, how's he going to take it? It's the tiniest bit of lift and the downshift, but keeps it nice and tidy. Now in towards turn 10, gonna try to open up the corner as much as he can. Now in towards 11 with the left kink, and towards 12 is the right hairpin. Nice and heavy, it's going to be a good lap from No Shows in towards 13. Now the chicane of 14 and 15. Back on the power, you've got to be careful not to lose your rear end. Now on towards the final corner, turn 16. Now opens the DRS, crosses the line, and goes 9th fastest with a 1:15.4. And where's Easton gone? Easton has gone 8th fastest with a 1:15.2. Next driver to set a lap would have been Legends, but he has validated. Oh, Hardy would be the next driver to set a lap, as he's going around turn 12 now. Coming into 13, we just saw Brad SR getting out of the way of the Racing Point driver. Final 2 seconds to go here in qualifying. Brad SR will not make into Q2. Oh, Hardy will go 9th fastest and puts Mantle under threat of elimination unless none of these drivers can improve their lap. It's just between IGN Legends and Unity Harsh. They're around about the same area on the track. We'll keep an eye out on Mr. Unity Harsh. Unity Harsh. I mean, he's going through turn 9 now. So, if he wants to knock out Mansell, he needs to be in towards the low 15s, towards the 14s. Going round turn 12. Who's gonna do it? It's either gonna be Unity Hush or Legends. Here comes Hush round the final corner. Opens the DRS. It's in the 16s. It's not good enough. What about Legends? He is 7/10 up in this lap. And well, actually, it doesn't knock Mansell out, but because Mansell crashed out, he'll go 15. So we only have 14 drivers in Q2. But Legends with a 1:15.3 goes 9th fastest. So out of qualifying, it is RSF1 Mansell, Poster Lad, Brad SR, Unity Harsh. Sorry, and Tomic Brezina. And your quickest 3 of the session here in Q1 is Mitzi 15, Corey Marshall, and Vettel SF71H.
Yeah, near them. Close to the drop zone now. Full faster than 800. It's getting very close near the end of that.
Yes, definitely. So, there's the classification of the 14 drivers making it into Q2. It would have been 15 drivers if Mansell didn't have that incident or crashed out there at turn 9. Tom Brezina, the only driver not to set a lap there in qualifying. I don't know what happened there to him for the Renault driver. But yeah. So Mansell, Postelad, Brad, Unity Hush and Brezina all out in qualifying in Q1 here. As we're about to get Q2 underway.
I expect most people to try and get through on the mediums.
Yep. Another bright sunny day in Q2 for Spain. We've got Corey Marshall getting the mediums ready. So is Michael and O'Hardy.
No shells looks to be excellent delay now. With a Red Bull.
Yep, we've got a Williams out ahead. This is the first car out on track, which would be RSF on Lando. Guaranteed to set a banker lap on the soft tyres, come back in and go for the medium runs.
This would be my preferred method of doing it. I'd rather have a lap down there just but only 4 drivers getting eliminated here, so people could get a little riskier if they wanted. Crash out would be a massive, especially for
Yes, definitely. So on board with RSF Orlando as he goes through turn 1, not going for his proper lap. As you can see, his ERS is not going down, he's not using any. Going through turn 3 now, very wide and invalidates. Going forward with Corey Marshall as he goes through turn 3. Now into the infamous Hamilton-Rosberg crash corner of turn 4. Taking it nice and carefully as he goes through turn 5 now. Into 6, 7 and 8. Into 9. Opens the DRS, closes it under braking. Goes around turn 10, in towards turn 11 and into 12. Now in towards turn 13 and 14. In towards 15. Puts on the power. Goes round the final corner of turn 16. Opens the DRS. Crosses the line. It is a 1:15.0. Corey Marshall. That's definitely a very good lap on the mediums, nearly into the 14s.
Yeah. Maybe that needs to have a lap. You can get a fire line. That'll be enough.
Yep. The mid-C goes with a 16.8 there on his soft tyres. Let's see. No shows with a 15.9 there on his soft tyres. As he's behind Mr. Easton on a lap who's actually invalidated. Mr. Bidgman on the lap pushing for it, which is in the house of Joe Pilkey coming across the line and goes second quickest to 15.5 on his soft tyres. Next up it is not RSF1 as he's invalidated and he's going for another lap. Next will be Mr. Bidgman on the pair of soft tyres, really going for the lap. Maybe not. Now got a double lap invalidation there. So let's see who's on a lap lead. We saw, who was that?
Nat Dog on 15.5.
That was Nat Dog with a 15.5 on the soft tyres, yeah. Seeing a couple cars coming back into the pits. Fernando's going for another lap.
It's the A time.
Adam is into the pits. Pigeon Munch is going bit dirt rally, going across the gravel alley, it's at turn 4.
Just as Lando wants to set a lap, he invalidates.
Oh. That's Easton. Onto the gravel and going for a spin at turn 4.
Still about a lap though. The banker. Ooh. Maybe lost it, yeah? Oh, then it's
Comments from RSF and Vettel saying he thinks Easton's playing World Rallycross again.
It's going to be interesting with these Ferraris if they set a pretty solid time, so they have to run beat that
Yeah.
One car's on the exit.
And that is Alfa Romeo, that is Corey Marshall on another set of mediums. Or the same set of mediums, should I say.
I wouldn't be doing it. Corey Marshall going back on his used set of mediums. Guessing he's going to qualify
Yeah.
on?
Possibly if he's going to qualify. I mean, that's a good enough lap to hopefully make it into Q3.
Legends is also
Doesn't
coming.
really need to go for another lap.
On Corey, I would have just stayed in the pit.
Yeah.
Maybe build up the car and then some laps of the office.
Hello, Mr. Sauce. RSF and Vettel saying in the chat, right, Easton is in my party and he's just said he's running no line. According to him, he can't. According to him, he can't. He is cutted snake.
He is definitely making a line.
So he's making his own line.
Not sure it's the best though.
Right, on board with Corey Marshall, going for another lap on the medium tyres. And it looks like ever so slightly the clouds are, the track is getting a bit dark and the clouds are kind of joining in. I don't think we've got any chance of seeing rain, but you could definitely see where the clouds are kind of rolling in here.
Not sure if you're going out on the green time. Might be still in the pit. But I mean, the drivers yet to leave today.
So, round turn 9, Corey Marshall goes. Ooh, he's nice and tight. He's got a Red Bull Mitzi ahead of him. What's this first sector going to be? He's middle sector. He's only just down by 5/100ths of a second in that middle sector.
Legends and Rambo on laps.
So here comes Corey Marshall and comes into the pits. So who is next to set a lap? Would it be Legends? Yep, Legends to set a lap next.
Lower in the sector.
So here comes Legends going through turn 13 in towards 14 and 15 now. Got one corner to go, turn 16 around it as it goes round, crosses the line. Fourth fastest with a 15.5. Next driver
Very
to
quick.
set lap. Yeah.
I'm at the last corner. It's a sub 115 on
And
mediums.
Lando. A 1:14.9 on mediums. As Mitzi, he aborted his lap there. Pete Easton is on a lap. Pigeon Munch is on a lap. Vettel is on a lap.
Aldorf is
So it's
on
pretty
lap.
much Mr. Pigeon Munch is the next driver to cross the line on the medium tyres here in Q2. Just going around the final corner now. 4 minutes 40 to go. Crosses the line. The 15.2 puts him up into third.
Aldorf with a 15.3.
Out of, yep, with a 15.3 puts him into fourth. And now here comes Mr. RSF1 Easton, crosses the line. It's going to be a 15.4, puts him into fifth. Now, next to set a lap, it is Vettel SS1H, who has actually invalidated. So next is the Mercedes on an out lap. Next it is not IGN Legends. Who's the
Vettel set on the soft, potentially.
Yep.
Who is barely started, isn't it?
Midsi, yeah. So it's going to be the next driver, as he's the next driver to set a lap after invalidating his previous lap, so he's going for another one. And he's down on his time massively there.
He's a good last sector. He may have backed off as his first lap I reckon wasn't soft. He may have had a slow last lap. Look at game time.
So here comes Mitzi around the final sector. Last two, he's got one more corner to go. 3 minutes 20 to go here. Around the final corner, here comes Mitzi. 14.9. Puts him into second place. Right, next up to set a lap, it is Vettel SF71H. In the McLaren on soft tyres and goes for fastest. Next up we have no shorts who's just starting this lap. It is Adamar. the next driver to set a lap as he goes round the final corner. Oh. And crosses the line, goes 6th fastest. RF1S Michael is the next driver to set up. Can you quickly try to get Vettel S04H back into the lobby? Just disconnected. Here comes RF1S Michael, crosses the line, and only 12 fastest for the 15.8.
And Hardy's just started a lap. No shoals or stuff on his time in the last sector.
In the middle sector, yeah, he's up in his time, so let's stay on board with the fry, see what he does. Did you get Vettel back in? Vettel SF71H. Disconnect. Oh. No show goes 6th fastest with a 1:15.2 on the soft tyres.
And Hardy also on a lap. After his time in the middle sector. Into the last sector now.
Round the final corners, Hardy goes in this racing point. Opens the DRS, crosses the line.
15.8.
And it's the 15.8, but it's not nowhere near quick enough. So he's going for another lap. Joe Pilkey is the next driver on the lap here. Michael calls it the end of the day there in qualifying. He knows he's out. Joe Pilkey has it invalidated, so looks like he's out. So Legends and O'Hardy are the only two drivers in the bottom 10 on the lap. Right, so on board with O'Hardy then, he's the next driver to finish off a lap. As Q2 has finished. Keep an eye on Legend, see what he does. He's 2/10 down in the middle sector. But here comes O'Hardy, crosses the line and only goes 13 fastest. Now, what about Legends? Can he find time in this final sector? He's about 2/10 down, nearly 3/10 down on this lap. It's a very poor exit there at the chicane as he puts on the power, crosses the line. It's only P12. So at the end of Q2, the two drivers that, not the two, so the drivers that has been eliminated here in Q2 are the following. Okay. So out in Q2, the drivers are Joe Pilkey in P11, IGN Legends in 12th, O'Hardy in 13th, and RF1S Michael in P14. And your quickest drivers here in Q2 is RSF1 Lando, Mitzi 15, and Corey Marshall 00. Whoa. Can't wait to see what Q3 is going to be.
Yeah, could be exciting at the pace of some of these drivers.
Evening, Toxic. Now look at the clouds rolling in here.
Still don't know exactly what the weather's going to be like, but
It's going to be a dry Q3, but it also looks like a dry Q3 with a potential chance of rain. Seeing the Mercedes of Adamar getting ready. The Red Bull of Midsea coming out. It's going to be the first driver out on track. No, it's not, because Corey Marshall comes out ahead of him. Hee! It's cloudy with a chance of raining Spaniards. Here, see what I did there? That was such a bad pun, but it was worth it. It definitely looks like it's going to rain.
it's just made to move around the outside.
It's only Q3. It's only Q3.
Maybe he's just practicing.
Uh-huh. Of course, Mitty's on good form at the moment. 3 wins in a row for this driver. Can he make it 4 tonight? Or is anyone could stop him? As we're about to get the lap underway with Mitty. Epo, do you want to take us on board?
I can do. And Mitzi coming out the last corner here. Yeah, he's just on the accelerator. Turns DRS on. Gets 203, 4 before turning into turn 1 as late as he does. Turn 2 and turn 3. Quickly shifts into 7th. Keeps his foot on the metal. Then gear 8 before turning in here, trying to keep it nice and narrow before letting it wide. Keeping the speed before turning in here. Takes it in 2nd gear before quickly short shifting here into this very tricky quick part of the track. Left, right, and lower commando here, which you want to take flat out of his hand. Which he does do. And get the rest on straight away. And tuck it over here before turning in. And here, wants to keep it nice and tight here without losing the back end at all. And into the last couple of corners now. I'm not going to use too much of the yellow stuff so it can really off-put the balance of the car. Foot down really early. Last corner, try not to scrub any speed. And the dash to the line is a 1:14.4. Very good lap there from Mitsu.
Yes, definitely. That's a very good lap from him there. Looks like Corey Marshall has gone for another lap there. He looks like, well, things invalid. Lando goes 2nd quickest with a 1:14.4. Adam R with a 1:15.0. Vettel RSF1 has left, so can we try getting back in again?
Yeah.
RSF1 Easton with a 1:15.4. Next it is the Ferrari, no it's not, the AlphaTauri of Mr. Peachy Munch. Round the final corner goes the AlphaTauri, crosses the line and goes it 3rd with a 14.8. Next car to set a lap it is the Williams of Aldaf, which actually has invalidated his lap. Ray Marshall then, next driver to set a lap. It's just behind Mitzi. Or just behind Mitzi here. Mitzi now lets him through. As we go into 14 and 15. And a boss into the pits. Powder.
Aldaf on a lap.
Yep. On board with Mr. Aldaf as he's on the lap going through the middle sector now. final 2 corners for the Williams driver as he's about to go around the final corner now. Crosses the line, and it is a 14.6, pushing him into third fastest, but just below to his teammate. Next driver to set up will be Corey Marshall as he's on his out lap. And so is Mitzi, right close behind them.
Will he make the move again on the outside? No, it's a different corner.
It was turn 4. It was just too far back.
Didn't send it.
Send it around the outside!
Yeah, and Corey needs to settle out. I think Minty's going to back off it a bit now, give himself a little bit of space head.
Yep, she is doing. So here we go, Corey Marshall about to start his lap. And on board with Corey Marshall, and he opens the DRS down this long start finish straight. We go with this Alfa Romeo as he hits the top speed of 203 miles per hour before breaking it down towards turn 1, down to B4. Now short shift up to 5th towards turn 2, now up to 6th before turn 3, and midway through the corner up to 7th. As he keeps it on the power and then brakes down to gear 4, maybe gear 3 for turn 4. Now back on the power, turns in towards turn 5, drops it down to 2nd and double, then short shift up into 4th there, but the looks of it, to go through turns 7 and 8 through gear 4 now. Now in towards turn 9. He's at nice and tidy then, opens the DRS and goes on the braking, opens the corner up for turn 10. Went down to 1st and keeps it up into short shifts up to 3rd round, turn 12 we go. Nice and tidy in towards 14. 13 I mean, and then in towards the final, the chicane of 14, 15. And actually comes into the pits there.
Midzi was up in his time, but validated.
Yep, next driver to set a lap will be Adamar. And he goes into the pits. Okay, what about Lando? Lando goes for it. Here we go. Runs out of his ERS, crosses the line and goes for the provisional pole with a 1:14.3. As No Shows is out on his out lap at the moment.
Yeah, Lando's
viewers at the moment. Yep. 8 viewers or so. 10 viewers at the moment so far as we enter the final 3 minutes of Q3 here for this Spanish Grand Prix in Division 1 here at RSF1. You see, No Show's letting Lando through. Whew.
Yeah, people start to come out now for the last runs of the session. Then the next minute.
Seeing AlphaTauri coming out, that will be Mr. Pigeon Munch. Now No Shoals getting ready. Puts onto Rich Mix. Max Mix and opens and puts the ERS into hot lap and away we go with No Shoals in the Ferrari as he heads towards turn 1 at 204 miles per hour before he goes under braking towards turn 4. Now in towards turn 2, in towards turn 3. nicely and flat out through there as he get ready to break onto in towards turn 4. As now goes round next turn 5 turn 5. Here comes No Shoals. In towards turn 9. In towards turn 10. In towards 11 and 12. This is looking good for No Shoals. I wonder where this is going to put him so far. Really attacks the chicane there. Here we go. Here comes No Shoals. Crosses the line. Only a 14.9 there. Just slower than his teammate. Next driver to set that will be Mr. Pigeon Munch. And he's going through 7 and 8 right now. In towards turn 9. Lovely well taken there as well from Pigeon Munch. And it goes fastest in the middle sector. Can he keep it all together through this final sector now? Just one corner to go. Here comes Pigeon Munch. And goes third fastest with a 1:14.4. Now, Aldaf has invalidated his lap. Mitzi is on his lap. He is a 10th up on his lap. He is fastest in the in the middle sector, I mean. As here comes Mitzi round the final corner.
Oh, what happened to that Ferrari?
Crosses the line and takes pole. Look, by the looks of it, takes pole position with a 1:14.1 there from Mitty. The Ferrari, which one was that? No Shoals?
I'm not sure. Yes, it was No Shoals.
I don't know. So qualifying has ended. Easton aboard his lap. He's invalidated. He's into the pits.
Pigeon down this time.
Adamar is the only driver left to do a lap. But it's Mitzi who take, by the looks of things, he's well down his lap, so he's about. So yeah, Mitzi takes pole position here ahead of RSF and Lando in second. Mr. Pigeon Munch in third place with Corey Marshall in fourth. Aldaf in P5 with right. So there you have it, guys. That rounds up the top 10 in qualifying 3. Mitzi takes pole position ahead of RSF and Lando in second for Williams. Mr. Pigeon Munch in third place ahead of Corey Marshall in fourth. Aldaf in fifth with Nat Dog in sixth. No Shoals in seventh with Adam R in eighth. And RSF and Easton in ninth with Vettel SF71H in 10th. Did we get Vettel SF71H back in the lobby?
He said he keeps getting kicked out. Well, I'm going to try and get him back into the race quickly.
Okay. Alright. Actually, get ready for that. Give Mason a quick shout out.
Yeah, just one underneath.
Okay, I don't know who Mason is actually.
And I get triple teamed. Awesome.
But we're getting ready to go racing. Well, we're about to go racing soon here in Spain for RSF1 Division 1.
Would you be able to buy me in?
Going to be interesting to see what those outside the top 10 do here.
Yep, as it's a bright sunny day here in Espanol. As we're in this brief pause at the moment here before the we go underway for the formation lap. Just to give you a quick, everyone here, a quick reminder. I'm pretty much sure that I know you guys heard it from Michael for the last 3 times in a row. The other days about this, but make sure you guys tune in to support the RSF1 team on Saturday for the 12-hour race at Sebring, which myself, I'll be managing the RSF1 team for that, and the drivers are myself, Nat Dog, Primus, and XRL Cornish will be racing there, with also and Monster Skyline and a friend there. Will be racing for the Sebring 12 hour on Saturday. Starts at 3 o'clock. So we're yet to find out where we are going to be in that lobby for that. But yeah, can't wait. There's more events happening in the future. We still got Le Mans, Nordschleife, a load of other tracks still yet to happen. So we can't wait to represent the RSF1 team for those events as well on the Forza game for the endurance race.
And for those that are new, we are just waiting for the lobby host, who I believe is RSF1 Eastern, to ready up before we get going.
Yep. So we're just about to get ready soon. I'm just waiting for Eastern's confirmation and saying that there it is. So Eastern has let everybody know that has notified to know if everybody's ready. They are ready. We're about to get racing. About to get the formation lap underway here for the Spanish Grand Prix here at RSF1. Yes, we're underway on the formation lap. Do you want to take us through the grid, Mr. Hippo?
So starting from the back, we have the Renault Atomic Resina on the hard tyres. Ahead of them is the Red Bull Unity Hush on hard tyres as well. Then we have a group of 5 medium runners, starting with Brad Star in the McLaren, Posty Lad in the racing team, Stefan Mansell in his Mercedes, RF1S, because he's awkward, Michael in the Alfa Romeo, and O Hardy in the racing team. Then breaking that chain is IGN Legends, who is on the hards in his banana car. P11, we have Joe Pilkey in the hards. P10, Vettel SF71H on the softs. Then P9, last season's winner of F1, RSF1 Eastern on his medium comparative tyre in the Alpha Tauri. Ahead of him is Admar in the Mercedes on mediums. Then we have a couple of red cars with red tyres. We have No Shoals in the Ferrari on softs, as well as Nat Dog in the Ferrari on softs. Top 5 all on mediums. We have the Williams, Loudaf, the Alfa Corey Marshall, Mr. Pigeon Munch in front of the second row, and then the front row is the Williams RSF Orlando team principal of Williams. And mid-C, at the minute, the leader of the championship is pole in the Red Bull.
Alright, yo. Thank you for that. As we're just waiting for the final cars to ready to line up in the grid for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Catalonia. Nice, we're just seeing Tom Brezina there guessing in his grid spot. So, here we go. No problems here. As we're getting lights, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. It looks like everybody's got a good start, especially Mr. Pitchermunch as he starts to move up the field. He's going to get almost get sandwiched there by Mitzi as we go under braking for turn 1. And it's going to be Mitzi ahead of Corey Marshall. As we go through turn 2, and Alda, Corey Marshall is up into P3 with Lando into P4, No Souls into P5, Alda into down gone to P6. We've got Yellow Flag, that is all step from Mansell going for a spin. We've got everybody else has managed to keep it clean. Easton is just trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari at turn 5. Now he gets past the Ferrari, moves up into P7 now.
Great get us to mid-season there. There's 3 cars behind him. Had to try and manoeuvre around each other. He's got a little bit of a gap.
Yes, definitely. It looks like everybody's got away cleanly. Here, that's what we like to see. And already the top 3's already got over a second lead ahead of Lando.
Yeah, Lando has shown he's got the pace though, so with a couple of laps I think he'll be able to close that gap in.
Starting lap 2 now, and it looks like we've got Brad SR into the pits. That looks like it could be a front wing change for the McLaren driver. No shows right on the back of Corey Marshall for P3. Trying to find. No, don't get it.
I think they're back.
Yeah, go back. Right, looks like everybody's kept it nice and clean now. No sign of damage. We're getting overtakes at the back there. Look at this queue between O'Hardy down towards Tomac Brezina for this battle for 14th place. We're having a big split here. At this moment in time, we've got a battle for the lead between the top 3. Then from Lando down towards Legends is a battle for 3rd place.
Yeah, Easton's got to keep that.
Joe Pilkey's into the pits. Looks like he's got front wing damage for that. So it looks like front wing change for the Haas driver. Yes, Mr. Pitchermunch has now lost time to mid-C. The gap is 1.3 now. As Brad SL gets a 10-second time penalty for corner karting and speeding into pits and calls it a day. What happened there? Oh, we see a side by side between those shoals and Aldaf as we go through turn 9. Easton's just trying to be careful here.
Midsy's got a second gap to Pigeon as well.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a front wing flying off there. I don't know where that's come from. I'll find out. And there's a Mercedes spun, and that is RSF1 Mansell having a spin. You see a Ferrari coming into the pits. That's no shows. Seeing yellow flags popping up here. We've got Corey Marshall getting past Mr. Pitchermunch for P2. He's got to be careful now. Brad SR's slow car And it now gets out of the way. Michael picks up a time penalty there. It's the closest battle here is between Unity, Hush, Brazina, and O'Hardy. They look like they're having a close battle here for P11. Gaps are starting to build up now here. We're on the starts lap 5 of 33. And Eastern is looking to find a way past Aldaf as he starts to close the gap. Going round turn 3. But Corey Marshall is after getting past Mr. Pitchman, is now closing the gap to Mitzi.
Might have DRS there. It'll be very close. I don't think he quite does.
We'll soon find out. No, he doesn't.
Easton definitely will.
Yep. Easton will have the DRS on Nate Williams ahead of him, but it's still not close enough to have a little look. See, Tom Christina and Hardy are battling very closely as well now.
Now Corey does have DRS.
Aldar picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Go down this long straight now and looks like still everybody stays where they are.
So these front two are almost running away with it. A minute.
Oh, we've got yellow flags popping up at sector 1. That is the Renault Atomic Brazina going for a spin at the exit. Roundabout between turn 2 to turn 3.
Lando doesn't quite have DRS on Pigeon, but he will next. On Lurks, isn't it?
Yeah, and Corey Marshall is a lot more closer to the back of Mitzi.
We almost have 3 pairings here in the top 6, maybe from the top 8.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, 2 by 2.
Corey Marshall closes the gap to Mitzi, but it's not close enough to have a little gander.
Easton.
Here comes Easton.
Right.
We've got Legends and that dog though for P7, and it looks like Legends has got past the Ferrari driver, but they almost run into the back of each other there as they go through turn 2 in towards turn 3. Of course, Legends is on the harder tyres of between the two.
Do you think the softs won't be that big of an advantage at this stage in the race though? Even if you've been looking after them.
Vettel SF21H is into the pits. That dog's not giving up, he's trying to stay close to Legends, which we'll see Easton staying close to the back of Aldaf. P5.
Corey looks like he's got a good run here. Closest he's been in a couple of laps. I don't think he's quite going to be close enough though.
doesn't look like he's close enough to have a little look on the Red Bull yet. You see Easton getting close to the back of the Williams, but still not close enough yet as well.
Yeah, these top two have got 4 seconds to pigeon, but you do have to think, will they be wearing out their tyres a bit more?
Especially if if Corey Marshall keeps pushing mid-C, then yeah, those tyres will go under quick. As we see Mitzi going for a big look, and Michael picks up another time penalty. Michael!
He'll be focused on trying to keep it consistent. Only his second race, I believe, F1, so he'll be trying to do his best for now, work on it, improve throughout the season.
Yep. When Marshall gets closer and closer, but it's still not close enough. We're seeing Posty Lad getting past Nat Dog, but Nat Dog is because Nat Dog has gone into the pits now.
I've noticed this, but Easton has passed out of.
Oh yes, he has. Easton has finally got past Williams. As now he's going to catch up to RSF1 Lando in the Williams, his former teammate last season in the Mercedes.
Third to sixth is 2 sets of teammates.
Yep. Got AlphaTauri and the Williams battle here for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. You see the AlphaTauri of Mr. Pitcherman's just going through turn 10, and then the Williams of Lando, and then you got Easton and Aldaf just behind them.
Yeah, you have to think so. Easton's, at the minute, it looks like his rivals for the championship are 5 seconds up the road from his teammate in 3rd. So he's going to need to try and take at least P3 here, I think, if he wants to keep that gap. Just lower it, almost maintain that too.
Yep, we see Corey Marshall's getting closer and closer to the back. We're going to quickly go on board with this battle here between Unity Hush and O'Hardy. Just keep an eye on Unity Hush to see if he gets closer. Wish he does, but he's not close enough to go for the move yet.
2 Ferraris getting quite close on this long straight here. No shoulders, almost letting that dog through there. Lando still not got DRS or pigeon. And Aldaf is just following Easton up the field here. Pigeon's trying to catch them on his hards, so soon those hards will be quicker than these mediums. It's about maintaining this gap they have, and Aldaf makes a little mistake there, loses a bit of time.
Yep. Seeing Harsh still getting closer and closer to the back of O'Hardy, but can't find a way through. As Easton's into the pits.
22 laps on those hards, very doable. He's obviously trying to get an undercut, gain advantage.
Yes, he is.
Just trying to be different to everyone else, I suppose. Get out on clean air, be able to set laps without being interfered. He's got a bit of space in front of him and then a run out, so it wasn't terrible for him. They probably would have preferred to have a bit more clean air and stuff.
Oh, you see Unity Harsh and O'Hardy going side by side as we go through turn 4. Michael picks up another time penalty.
Lando's got a penalty as well.
Yes, he does. As these guys are still going side by side. And O'Hardy still stays ahead of the Red Bull driver.
gap out the last corners half a second here. Corey seems to have got a bit better runner than Midzi, so he might be able to do it here and now. 3/10, 2/10, and no, sensible and patient, just waits a bit longer here, Corey.
Oh, we see Lando and Pigeonwatch are both into the pits, so it looks like they've responded to
Easton.
Easton. Let's see where they come out. Where's Easton right now? He's just going around the final corner.
Easton's coming out. It's going to be right alongside, right behind Lando actually. So Pigeon's got a car between him and Lando now, which is good for him.
As we still got Unity Hush! There was slight contact there between Unity Hush and No Hardy there as they're going for turn 4 there.
Maybe he might get DRS here to protect him, depending on where he gets past SLSS. Oh no, he doesn't quite. So Corey's gonna have another go overtaking Midzi here, see if either of them hit. Midzi's in, Corey follows. If I were Corey, I'd gone for
We
that.
should see Aldaf doing the same thing with. So Legends should technically take the lead of the Grand Prix for now.
Yeah, he will do. Now where does... Oh, has Corey got... Oh no, he's just got a pit box further down. Okay, that was just me. Where will they come out? Will Michael, in the Alfa Romeo, play a part in this? Doesn't look like it.
No.
But he might try and use these two just to keep his tyres alive a bit
Oh,
longer.
something's happened to Pigeonwatch and he's now lost the position to Bettina and Hush. And it's brought Lando a lot more closer.
I think this undercut from Easton hasn't worked out how he'd wanted. He's caught up in traffic. Same with Lando and Pigeon. They would have wanted clean air, which they don't have. Instead, they're in a big train.
Yes, definitely.
A minute, you're thinking Posty Lad will pit soon. Same with Michael Hardy. But then, all those that started on halves, Legends will probably go that 20.
No longer.
A bit longer than that, probably.
Yep.
It's good for Midley's. You might get DRS.
He landed and Michael picks up another time penalty and comes into the pits.
So is Hardy into the pit.
Hardy follows in.
Corey
Marshall has overtaken Mitzi for the net lead.
Oh, yes, he has. Looks like Aldaf has lost out by staying out to Pigeon, Lando and Easton. However, he still has the position behind them.
Unity Hush and Tomic Regina are still going at it. Mr. Pigeonwatch cannot find a way past them.
If it keeps up, Aldaf could catch
There's
up.
the Red Bull behind the Alfa Romeo. Easton's right on the Mantle picks up a 3-second time penalty, as Easton's right on the back of Lando.
It's good work out really well for Corey here if he gets DRS off Posty Lad. So it's going to slow him down through this large chicane. So he needs to get a good run here. If we try and get past this racing course. Oh, it's good. How's giving Corey DRS? Definitely help him at least this lap.
But here comes Midzi in the slipstream with the RS and uses overtake, but he closes the gap, but he's not close enough. Now, what about further behind? Unity Harsh and Tom Christina getting close. Unity Harsh definitely gets close to the back of the Renault under braking.
It's just becoming a train here, letting Aldaf catch up here.
Yeah.
Which is good for Lando to get his teammate in this battle. And distract or compromise Easton. and allow him to focus on Pigeon. Corey Marshall's going to be looking for a good last couple of turns here, trying to get the gap to Midzi as big as he can. Good exit out this last corner is really important from here. And that's something Midzi's got as well as him, so. And the gap's going to be a little too big, but it's going to close in here one or two.
Midzi takes the fastest lap of the session so far. Round the final corner with these trainer cars here. Easton on the back of Lando, Lando on the back of Pigeon, Pigeon on the back of Unity, and Unity on the back of Tom Brazina.
Warriors fastest lap.
Oh, now it's Unity Hush! Pigeon much picks up a 3-second time penalty. It looks like Unity Hush has lost the rear end sliding on the exit of turn 2 there and gone straight towards the gravel.
Easton.
Gone spinning.
He's looking for a move on Lando here. They almost aspired to this half-time recently. Doing that mistake to try and make a move on Lando.
Yep.
Oh, Lando.
Here comes Easton, has a little look but can't find a way past.
The longer this train goes on, the better it is for Aldaf. And Pigeon, Corey's broken the second to Midzi. Midzi has lost out on DRS to Corey Marshall, which could be a big moment for this race.
Yep, definitely can be. So down this long start-finish straight. Here comes Mr. Bittermunch. Bittermunch goes to the inside, brakes later, and takes the position of Tomek Brazina and moves up into P4.
Now he's going to want to make a move here as well now. He wants to follow Pigeon through. He moves to the inside. I think he gets a move done here. Oh, will he hold on the outside to Brazina? He does.
Brazina holds it round the outside and keeps hold of P5 off the Williams at the moment. And this will put into Easton's hands.
Random needs to get past her. Just to follow Pigeon through. He's got a penalty, and that's going to be a disadvantage for him anyway.
Here comes Easton.
Oh.
Side by side, Easton's forced wide. Michael gets another 3-second time penalty.
I believe that's 15 now.
Easton finally gets past the Williams of RSF1 Lando.
After 12. Yeah, this is great for the Alfa. He's not so good for the Williams.
Yeah.
Midzi still just 1.1 seconds behind Corey, so he could still bring it back. ERX is very similar though between the two of them. The Nigerian legend could play a part in this if he holds up Corey.
Yes, definitely can play a big part in this.
Yeah, Pigeon's already broke a second to Tomek Brazina, now he's just going to try and keep up the pace and make it a lot harder for the two Williams, as well as maybe Easton's catching.
Yeah, but Lando picks up another 3-second time penalty.
I'll quickly check what they're on. Lando's on 6, Aldaf 3, Pigeons 3, Michael 12, Legends 3. Vettel SF's McLaren here could really help out Tomek Brazina, as he will get DRS for this straight. The slipstream is also good here.
Yep.
And Easton.
Easton now gets past the Renault.
Ooh, will he hold it? We'll try it, Brazina.
Gina's trying to fight back, but in the end, Easton stays ahead of the Renault.
Corey's got a gap to Midzi, however, now he will be catching up to Legends. He may get. I don't think he's quite got DRS here.
No, he doesn't.
However, Corey Marshall needs to get past Legends quickly before Midzi can catch back up.
Legends now pits.
So that's great for Corey. Doesn't need to overtake and gets DRS. Loses very minimal time there. So Midzi. And Midzi doesn't get DRS. Almost perfect for Corey Marshall there.
Right. Legends just came into his pit box and come back out. And it looks like this is a double stack from Renault as well.
Looks like he's going to come out right behind the Williams in P7. This has been great for Friday Legends. With penalties, he'll move up to 6th. So he'll be wanting to push forward. On the medium tyres as well. So he'll be looking to make the most of that early on in this stint.
Legends will be pushed up to 5th because Lando's got 6
He
seconds.
has 3 seconds. So does Aldaf, I believe.
Yeah.
So it'll only be 1 place.
No, it'd be 2 because Legends is not 3 seconds behind Lando. If you have a look, Lando's got 6 seconds, of course, and Legends only have 3, so it's still 3 seconds between Lando and Legends. Legends is within well within 3 seconds of Lando, so it will be 5th place for the Renault driver.
Yep. He's
Don't
top
worry about it, I got ya. Lando's actually got to the back of Easton.
Oh,
And see, UTH picks up a 5-second time only for
So does
spinning
Adam
into the
Mark.
pit lane.
top 2 are similar on ERS, and the time gap is quite stable. So, as I say, that Corey looks to push on a little bit here, I believe. Give himself a little bit of margin of error. Easton is catching his teammate. He's bringing along Lando, Aldaf, and Legend. Not quite what he'll be wanting to do here. These top 2 are very similar. It's very low. Looks like they're both deploying it in similar places as well.
It definitely is now on that 22 or 33 here at this the Circuit de Catalunya here in Spain. Michael picks up another 3-second time penalty. And Legends went to go for an overtake on Aldaf and overshots his braking point at turn 1 and loses the position to Aldaf again. So it looks like Legends and Aldaf's having a little battle now for P6.
In terms of ERS here, Easton is a lot lower than the cars behind him because he's trying to catch up to his teammates. He's having to deploy a lot more than he'd be wanting to, and he hasn't quite got in the DRS zone just yet. Of a mid-seam payoff. We'll see now whether he has, I believe he has a
Yeah,
mid-seam.
he has DRS. Takes the fastest lap as well.
Yep. Looks like Corey has a slight advantage on ERS now, but the DRS is now Midzi can now use DRS. And
Yep,
Eastern is
sure,
out
Missy
of
can
DRS.
use-
Add on the fastest lap with 17.3 on his mediums.
Yep.
Midzi
far-
may have lost it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think he's lost the DRS this lap. Within one lap, he's got it and lost it.
Yes. And so far, I don't want to jinx it, but I probably will now when I'm going to say this. But at the moment, 24 or 23, and we've only had one retirement so far.
Oh no.
I've commentated cursed it now. Thank you all for tuning in and right here in this race. We are on 22 viewers at the moment so far. Thank you all for tuning in. As we're now having this battle for P3 between Pigeon, Eastern, Lando, Aldaf, and Legends, the two AlphaTauris, the two Williams, and the lonely Renault is joining into this fray.
He's the only one without a penalty. So at the minute, he would be taking the last spot on the podium.
Yep.
Still 7 laps to go, so lots can still happen.
At 25 now in this battle for P3 has now started to spice up. Midseat is 1.5, 1.6 behind the race leader Corey Marshall now, so it looks like Corey Marshall is starting to fly away.
Lots can still happen. ERS looks
It looks like
beautiful.
somebody took a very wide line there on the exit of turn 3. I don't know who it was. Looks like an AlphaTauri of Eastern, but I'm not really too sure. No Shoals picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. There was a big block up there at turn 5 from
Michael
Mr. Pigeon Ranch, and Michael spins it at turn 2.
Oh, that's a shame.
Spinilla.
Looked like he had a chance of points. I mean, the pens might have
really?
taken it out of him, but
And Legends
now
has
that's
got past Aldam. Aldam looks like he's got front wing damage. Yes, he does. He's missing a front end plate on the right. There's front wing damage for the Williams driver. But he's deciding to keep going.
he may just be hoping for safety car at this point. You pit.
Aldam picks up a 3-second time penalty due to the front wing damage. Oh, I had a lovely bird's eye view, helicopter view. Michael!
Might get disqualified. I hope not.
At this rate, he will. Last time he got disqualified was in Division 2 last season in Mexico. UT now picks up a 3-second time penalty. Easton's getting a lot closer to the back of his teammate, but at the same time, Lando's getting close to the back of Easton.
Yeah, the AlphaTauri looks to be working well. Easton
But
isn't.
here comes Legends.
Yeah, on these medium tyres. So he'll have the pace advantage at the minute. So see what he can do. Lando doesn't get the RS, so this is a perfect time for Legends to make a move. Alpha hits this lap for a change of wing. What tyres? Legends makes a move. Simply into turn 1.
Legends makes a move and gets past. Lando for P5 is now out of pits for a new front wing and soft tyres.
Yeah.
Joe Pilkey is into the pits as well. I'm assembled to see what this one's for.
Lando needs Legends to get the DRS.
This is pits for soft tyres as well for the Haas driver. No front wing change.
Lando needs Legends to close the scan or he has to get past them, one or the other. His friends aren't going to do great for him, but he needs to get back up to these AlphaTauris, and that's why staying behind Legends or overtaking him again. But he needs that gap to be closed.
We are now now on lap 28 out of 33 here at the Circuit de Catalunya. At the moment, Corey Marshall is leading this Grand Prix with a 1.5 second gap ahead of Mitzi. Mr. Pigeonmunch is 20 seconds behind them. He's sitting in third place with his teammate right behind. We just saw Lando there overtaking IG and Legends for 5th place. There. Nat Dog is in P7, in a lonely P7 all on his own. At the same time, so is Posty Lad in P8. All alone driving. John Brazino is in P9, also alone. With it looks like O'Hardy is just behind him in P10. Anamar in P11 with Aldaf in P12 after that front wing change. We've seen Unity Harsh and no shows. Sorry, we skipped past Michael there, but you know, it's Michael. Running alone at the moment, but he's also, you can see behind him, is Unity Harsh and no shows going side by side as they have to go through turns 7 and 8.
Legends might make another move on Lando here. I'm not sure he's quite close enough.
Joe Pilkey picks up a 3-second time penalty on lap 29 for Legends. Not close enough for Lando. For lap 29, we'll bring up the penalty situation. So there you go, guys. The penalty situations. I'll give you the gap to leader at the same time.
That gap from Midzi to Link or Corey has been very consistent after Corey broke the second barrier. It's been near enough 1.5 seconds for 5 laps now.
Having about here between no shows. Unity Hush and Joe Pilkey joining in. Looks like a slight contact there between Unity Hush and no shows. And in the end, Joe Pilkey picks up the place from Unity Hush. He's now trying to find a way past no shows for P14.
Lando is back in DRS. Legends, I believe, has just dropped out.
No,
Not
Legends
quite.
just got DRS. So, 3 laps to go here, and at the moment this battle for P3 is still spicing up between the two AlphaTauris, but at the same time, if they stay as they is, Easton will still get third place, will take the final podium spot due to penalties. We also got Legends close behind Lando, and if that stays as it is, Legends will take P5 of Lando, possibly P6 on Pigeon Munch as well, actually.
I believe. Does Pigeon have 6 seconds? No, he only has 3.
3. No, maybe not then.
But yeah, this 4-car battle has been reignited as Lando and Legends catch back up to these guys.
Reunited and it feels so good. As we see a lap car of the disconnected Vettel SF71H just trying to get out of the way of the 4 drivers here.
Oh, Lando.
You see Lando, look how close to the back of Easton he got there on the braking for that chicane.
Vettel's
On
been
lap
very good.
31, Unity Hush picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, the gap to the front 2 is pretty big. But the front 2 themselves are getting closer. Mitzi is gaining slowly.
Oh, Lando picks up another 3-second time penalty.
Oh,
That is 9 seconds now for the Williams driver.
I'll be happy with 6th. I don't think
Yeah,
we
you're-
can get any higher.
You at the moment will get 6th place, but if Natdog could actually close the gap, Natdog could actually take 6th place off Lando.
We need to gain a 2nd. He's on older tyres, so I think he'll struggle with it. To be fair.
Top 2 is getting it. Thank you as well, Barry. He's just running the top 2. The bow gap to the front 2 is getting crazy. Mizzy is closing that gap. It is now 1.1 as we start the penultimate lap here between Mizzy and Corey Marshall. As Lando didn't have some stuff was happening there. Lando looks like lost a little bit of momentum behind Easton. Has now got Legends right on the gearbox.
Still gets the RS, which is very important for him. However, Legends has got a great run. He's straight up his gearbox.
Here comes
Immediately
Legends.
inside.
Unity Hush gets 3-second time penalty and Legends gets past Lando for P5.
Locks up into turn 1 though, so Lando might be able to get a run through these corners here.
Gap is 1.0 now between the top 2. Mizzy is coming.
A penalty would end either of these front 2's days right now. So, as much as they want to push, they have to be really cautious.
Barry Turner saying, I'm torn. Mitzi is a friend and Corey is a teammate. Help.
Go for the teammate.
Oh, so we've got yellow flags popping up there. We've got a spinner, and that is Aldaf at turn 2. Oh, it's getting worse for him now.
You have to take teammate over friends.
Yep. As we're now on the final lap here. Corey Marshall is just still ahead of Mitzi by 8/10, and the gap is closing as we also got this big 4-way battle for the final podium spot.
Looks like Legends has got a good run here. I'm not sure it's going to be quite close enough to Easton though.
He's got a run, he's closing the gap. I don't think it's going to be close enough yet.
I will Mitzi make a super dive from here. He's going to have DRS here. It's his last real chance of overtaking unless there's a big mistake for Corey.
Yeah, I don't think he's close enough. Natdog loses the position to Posty. Posty's now moves up into 7th. So here we go around the final sector, on board with Mitzi, as he's right on the back of Corey Marshall. But as it stands, as long as Corey Marshall doesn't get any track extensions at the final corners, which he should not do, no. So Corey Marshall comes around the final corner, crosses the line, and wins here in Spain. Mitzi in 2nd. And we've still got this big 4-car battle here for P3. It's going to be pretty much by the looks of things.
It'll be Easton unless he gets a penalty.
Yep, it will be pretty much finishes in P3. But Lando!
Legends.
Lando has made Legends made a big mistake there. Lando gets past, but at the same time, you don't. So there we go. Ugh. So much things happening. Right, calm down. Right, so Pigeon Munch crosses the line in P3, but due to penalties, Easton will take the final podium spot.
Posty lad.
Legends will finish across the line in P6, but due to penalties, Legends will finish P5 with Lando in P6. Posty Lad will finish P7 with Knackdog in P8, Tomic Rosino in P9, with O'Hardy rounding up the top 10 in 10th place.
Let's just look at
Then
those
you-
penalties
No
quickly.
points finishes are Adamar 11 in P11, No Shoals in P12, Joe Pielke in P13, P14 is RSF and Michael.
RF1S.
RSF1S, Michael! Michael!
With 18 seconds of penalties.
Michael Ooh, hello. Michael knows I do. Whenever I see him get a penalty, I just yell out Michael. He knows I do it for fun.
Yeah, it's
And
just
he just secretly
appalling
tells me
behaviour.
saying, I'm sorry! But there you have it. Corey Marshall ends the 3-win streak of mid-seed. And Corey Marshall will win here in Spain with Mitzi in second and RSF on Eastern in third. Whoa, what a race.
Is that the first race neither Mid-Sea nor Eastern have won? So I believe Australia,
Yes.
Eastern won it on because of penalties.
Yes. Right. So there you have it. Make sure you invite the top 3 for me, please. Nippo. But there you have it, guys. Corey Marshall wins here in Spain with Mitzi in second, RSF on Eastern in third, Pigeon Munch in fourth, Legends in fifth, Lando in sixth, Posty Lad in seventh, Nightdog in eighth, Brazino in ninth, and O'Hardy rounds up the final points in 10th. Then you've got Adamar, No Shoals, Joe Pielke, Aldaf, Michael, Unity Harsh, and Mansell finish outside the points from 11th to 17th, and of course the non-finishers are Vettel SF71H and Barry SR. Barry SR. Alright, guys, give us a minute. We wait for the top 3 to join the party.
We've never had these 3 on the podium before, have we?
I don't know. I think we did. I think we did in Bahrain. I'm not too sure.
I'll be honest, I think we have at most races. Let me send. Oh wait, everyone's in.
Right. Let's think of how we should do this. Shall we do? Do you want to take the winner and third place, and I'll do second?
Yeah, no, that sounds fine with me.
Okay. Right. Kick things off.
So, Easton, how did you find the race?
Oh, which I did.
Did you expect a podium coming into it, or were you surprised while you were there?
Not surprised. Had no pace, done no practice, done no nothing. And yeah, that's about it.
What do you think was the main thing that got you this podium?
Just sat behind Pigeon.
Did he just lead you?
Just sat protecting him from the people that had the same amount of pens behind them.
Team game then?
Yeah.
Well, are you glad you could get the podium and limit your losses to your rivals?
I mean, I'm not really that bothered anymore because I've recently turned mine off, and I'm just trying to learn it, and hopefully more towards the second half of the season I can put my focus back on possibly challenging for the title. And I remembered to get my 1 minute 33 tree as well in qualifying.
Seems as if that was planned.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And well, heading next week, Eastern, it is Monaco, and if I'm right by the votes, it's going to be under street lights. It's going to be a night race by the looks of things. So, any thoughts of heading towards Monaco next week?
I won't be racing Monaco, as I'm busy next
Ooh.
Wednesday.
Is that the real
Not racing
reason?
next-
Yeah, actually is. Back to school. Flooded the fork. There you
I
go.
see. See?
That-
Not someone
Yeah.
else.
Well done on getting your P3 there, Easton.
Thank you.
No problem. Right, as we head towards our second place sitter, which is Mid-Sea. Oh, what a race. I mean, getting pole position and trying to lead from start to finish as much as you can, but near the closest stages after the pit stop phases, Corey Marshall just, by the looks of things, had this speed, and you were just near the end of the last few laps of the races, you gain so much time on him, you try to get close to him to find a move, but in the end, you had to settle for second place, and unfortunately can't convert from a 3 win in a row to a 4, but I mean, you must still be happy to have that 3 wins in a row, and must be still happy to get second place tonight. Mitzi.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even, to be honest. That was just the laps we were setting at some points. Yeah, I mean, done well in quali, got a good start. I was being consistent at times, obviously not taking anything away from Corey, but yeah, got back in the DRS. I wanted to stay ahead, but he caught me napping, and then yeah, just ridiculous pace on the hards, to be honest. I made a couple of mistakes, dropped back 1.5 seconds. I brought it back and then made a mistake again, and then brought it back towards the end. But yeah, I've never drove that quick around here, so I can't complain at all, really. That was just ridiculous pace. So yeah, well done to Corey. That's fully deserved.
Yes, definitely an undeserved win, but next week we head to Monaco's under lights. Any thoughts on that track for you?
Not really. Just score points. Can't drive the track well at all. So score points. That'll be yeah, really good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Alright, thank you for that. As we head towards Mr. Hippo to interview our race winner.
So, Corey, how does it feel to get your first win this season?
On track it would have been the second, but I lost Australian penalties. But yeah, it was insane race, to be fair. It's probably the best I've driven in probably this game, and yeah, it was great battle with Mitty. Well done to him. Yeah, I was quite surprised with my pace. I just made some tweaks to myself, and it just felt really good. And I had to go for it on that lap to get past her after I'd been stuck all race. So once I got close enough, I decided to send it. But yeah, it was so difficult having to defend. You had so much pace. I was having to put in. I think I was literally improving my lap times every lap as the tyres were wearing. I was getting faster, it was stupid to pace. I think yeah, to be that far ahead of, I think third, it was like 24, 25 in the end. It was quite insane.
Yeah, do you think that this is one of your better tracks, or do you just get a great race?
Yeah, I would have said it was so. So yeah, it was just a happy surprise, I suppose, that my pace was so good after. It was a good race.
And then, any thoughts on Monaco?
Hoping it rains quali and race full wets.
Oof. Very optimistic there. You really, you want it to rain. You want to see something different now, don't you?
I want it to rain every week.
I mean, if it's raining Monaco, get me involved.
Yeah, definitely.
Any of Drive to Survive?
That's the ultimate drive to survive there. Monaco in the wet. Night race Monaco in the wet. There you go. Full wet conditions, full wet tyres. There you go.
Dry tyres, full wet conditions.
Yep. Anyway. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the stream here, and thank you for the top 3 of Eastern, Midsea, and Corey Marshall for the race tonight. Tomorrow it is... who is it? Is it?
It'll be Celine and Toxic CW / Spooky.
So either Toxic CW or Spooky.
It's the same
So-
person.
Oh, is it? I never knew that.
Yeah, just get it GT change.
Okay, so it's... wait, who's streaming it?
I'll be
Uh,
Spooky, and then Celine will come.
Sleep. Okay, so there you go, guys. There's your commentators for tomorrow on the F4 division at 8 o'clock. Spooky / Toxic CW streaming it with Slee. I think he said it was Sleen. I'm half asleep, so I'm struggling. Right, I'm really messing this up now. Anyway, yeah. So it'll be Spooky streaming tomorrow with a Coco. I don't want to pronounce it just in case I get killed for it, for mispronouncing it. But just tune in tomorrow for 8 o'clock for the F4 division. Alright, taking the Spanish Grand Prix, which will be a fun thing to watch. So till then, guys, thank you all for tuning in and see you later. Goodbye.